Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our monthly caucus meeting, July 22nd, 2020. It's now 6 p.m. Notice that this meeting has been duly advertised in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law. Please be advised that this meeting is being audio recorded for possible later playback. Everyone, please rise to the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
States of America, to the republic that stands.
Everyone, please remain standing for a moment of silence for the congressman, and we had another person in Lindenwold who passed away from the coronavirus. I think, Council President, you have something you want to say?
Yes, well, first of all, I'd like to pay my condolences to the resident that lost their life as a result of the coronavirus. And also, I would like to just say a few words about John Lewis, who was the U.S. representative that passed away suddenly. John served 33 years in the House of Representatives. He was born the son of a sharecropper, went to Fisk University. He marched in civil rights movement marches with Dr. Martin Luther King, participated in boycotts, and walked the Selma Bridge. John was a champion of all people and just wanted to see justice for all people. He was called the conscience of the U.S. Congress. So I know that he will be sorely missed. He played a big role there, and certainly his tenure and his experience will be missed there. And so I would just like to take a moment of silence and appreciation for his dedication to the citizens of the United States.
Thank you, everyone. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico?
Here.
Councilwoman Hess?
Here.
Councilman Jackson?
Here.
Councilwoman Sinnen?
Here.
Councilman Strapoli?
Present.
President Randolph Sharp?
Here.
Mayor?
Here. First up, consent agenda. Items listed below are considered to be routine by the Borough of Lindenwold. Sorry, 1 second. And will be enacted upon in one motion. There will be no formal discussion of these items. If discussion is this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. First reading, ordinance 2020-11 through 2020-15. Entertain a motion, please.
I make a motion that ordinances 2020-11 through 2020-15 be adopted as read on first reading, published according to law, and posted in the Borough Hall, with the second reading being held at our next regularly scheduled meeting.
And a second, please.
Second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess?
Yes.
Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Sinnen?
Yes.
Councilman Strapoli?
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp?
Yes.
Consent agenda. The items listed below are considered routine by the Borough of Lindenwold and will be acted upon in one motion. There will be no formal discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Entertain a motion for Resolution 2020-140 through 143.
I'll make a motion for Resolution 2020-140 through 143.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess?
Yes.
Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Sinnen?
Yes.
Councilman Strapoli?
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp?
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to open the meeting to the council. Anybody from council have anything they would like for the good of the order?
Rich, I just wanted to say that this is the weekend that South Jersey Food Bank serves our community. It has been moved to the lot just behind where Walgreens used to be due to the TACO putting up the solar panels And I know a lot of people, I saw them rolling their wagons up last month thinking that it wasn't there anymore. They do have signs, but they're not large signs. So if you know anybody in the community, if you hear anything, they are still happening. It's just on the far lot.
Okay, we'll see if we can get that on the webpage as well. All right, anyone else from council?
Thank you.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to open the meeting to the public. Anyone from the public wishing to speak, please state your name and address in the record. And I'll try to keep it to 5 minutes, please.
Diane Bateri, 637 Fifth Avenue. I'm just trying to get an update on the Arborwood redevelopment and when will the acquisition be complete?
The Arborwood redevelopment acquisition is probably about 50 units away from being done. If it wasn't for the fact that the courts are closed, it would have been completed by now. If anybody's been out there, I just gave council an update of what's going on out there because I've been out there to see it. They're making some great headway out there. They're taking down 90% of the trees that are out there so that because they're old and they're falling apart and the storms are becoming very bad. Also, they're pressure washing all the outside of the buildings. They're starting to get things done. These speed bumps that they have out there, they're going to be making into speed humps so that our fire trucks and police cars don't have to stop and take time to get so they can't get to the calls properly. But other than that, it's...
And you mentioned, Rich, you also mentioned roofing. Some
Yes,
of the buildings are receiving roofs.
Seven buildings so far have received new roofs, and they're working on the rest of them. If you want, you can take a ride out there and take a look. It's totally different out there. It's a safe atmosphere, and it's what a big difference in change.
Well, that's good news for a change in there. That's awesome.
Does that answer your question, Diane?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak? All right, seeing none, close the meeting to the public, and Dawn has one more thing she'd like to bring up, and I'm going to switch this over to her.
I'm just going to give my meeting update for the census. We are currently at 50.5 response rate, and we were at 62.1% in 2010. The last week of July is what they're calling Census Push Week, and so we are encouraging everyone who has not completed the census to do their best to do it online or even by phone. If you have completed your census, encourage someone who hasn't to get it completed, because Lindenwold wants to get its fair share. We want to be counted. So with that, we are looking to have a Census Day of Action, and that's going to be scheduled for Thursday, August the 6th, between the hours of 5 and 8 p.m. And of course, it will be social distance, and we're going to ask you to wear your mask to complete the task, and that is to do your part in completing the census so that we can be counted. We will have flyers, and we will put it on our website, which will have all the detailed information, because there will be census giveaways as well as some refreshments. And that we're also looking to have a challenge where residents who have completed their census form, if they can encourage someone who hasn't completed to come and complete their census, they will be entered into a special drawing for a prize. So again, we are trying to do our part so that we can at least get to where we were in 2010 or better. And with that, the date that the Federal Census Bureau will be out, the enumerators will begin on August the 11th. They will begin knocking on doors for those that have not completed the census. So why have them not completed the door when you can just complete it prior to August the 11th? So that's going to be our push. So again, we encourage everyone to help us to do our part in completing the 2020 census. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. Just to give everybody a heads up on the coronavirus numbers, Lindenwold numbers have slowly and actually have been coming down very fast. The last couple of days have been zero. We're at 489 total people with coronavirus, and we've had 7 people pass away in Lindenwold. from the virus. Other towns are starting to see numbers go up a little bit, but I have to thankfully say that Lindenwold numbers are starting to bottom out, which is good for Lindenwold. So thank you everyone for wearing your mask, thank you everyone for being safe, and thank you everyone, have a good evening, and entertain a motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.